This week in Jamaica Now, the story that rocked the sporting world last week, that FIFA corruption scandal. 2 Caribbean men among the 14 indicted for bribery, racketeering and conspiracy, and Sepp Blatter survives calls for him to step down as the FIFA boss. We know who you are. Police name suspects in St. Elizabeth quadruple murder. The Gleaner launches My Report, a new exciting portal for you to tell your stories, and cable operators get 3-month extension to remove unlicensed foreign channels. The details of these and other stories coming up after the break.
We'll always be there for the moments that will define the rest of your life. The Gleaner, where life unfolds.
I'm Carleen Brown and this is Jamaica Now. It's been described by a U.S. prosecutor as the World Cup of corruption, a major case that rocked the world last week. 14 officials and corporate executives arrested for offenses including bribery, conspiracy, racketeering, and fraud. In a 47-count indictment, United States prosecutors accused members of the hierarchy and executives of being involved in corrupt activities amounting to $150 million over 2 decades. Among those arrested are former FIFA vice president and ex-boss for CONCACAF Jack Warner, his successor Jeffrey Webb, Costa Rica Federation president Eduardo Lee, and Eugenio Figueiredo, a FIFA vice president and a former president of the South American Football Federation. U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch says the bribery was a feature of FIFA's 2011 presidential elections and the awarding of the 2016 Copa America tournament and other events.
They were expected to uphold the rules that keep soccer honest and to protect the integrity of the game. Instead, they corrupted the business of worldwide soccer to serve their interests and to enrich themselves. This Department of Justice is determined to end these practices, to root out corruption, and to bring wrongdoers to justice.
And hours after the indictment was unsealed in a New York court, Jack Warner surrendered to Trinidad police before they could execute a provisional arrest warrant on him. He was granted bail in the amount of $400,000 but spent the night in jail. On his release on Thursday afternoon, Warner took to the political platform, promising to tell all about Trinidad's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissesa. He said he had been silent for too long, and although his life was threatened, he would not relent. And Warner is insisting that the indictment is a plot against him.
But guys, have you ever asked yourself that the person who did the investigation is an American, Michael Garcia? The country that bid for the World Cup and failed is America. They are the ones who are angry. And have you all seen that, of course, this had to be some kind of a evidential witch hunt, so to speak? You all don't see a link that America believes that they have some divine right to get a World Cup or anything else. And they don't believe that a country like Qatar, a small country, a Muslim country, has a right to a World Cup. I can't share that view because I am from a small country like all of you. And if we, as the smallest country in the world, could have qualified for a World Cup, why the smallest country in the world is it could afford it shouldn't host a World Cup?
In the meantime, FIFA President Sepp Blatter said the blame for allegations of widespread corruption within soccer's governing body should be placed on a few individuals. Blatter also rejected calls to resign. Blatter also lamented that he cannot monitor everyone all the time, and as such, he should not be blamed.
If people want to do wrong, they will also try to hide it. But it must fall to me to bear the responsibility for the reputation and well-being of our organization and to find a way forward to fix things.
In other news, a manhunt is on for 2 men believed to be behind quadruple murders in the usually quiet district of Claremont near Newmarket in St. Elizabeth. It's the 2nd quadruple killing in 2 months. Damian Mitchell has the story.
It's been a rough time for the people of the usually quiet community of Claremont near Newmarket, St. Elizabeth, following the killing of 4 people during a power cut on Wednesday night. The victims have been identified as 61-year-old farmer Archibald Brown, his 58-year-old brother George Brown, 73-year-old farmer and shopkeeper Ezra Wright, and 50-year-old Morris Sanderson, another farmer. For Conroy Wright, the son of shopkeeper and farmer Ezra Wright, it was the last thing on the minds of the people of Claremont.
I get the call about 5 after 8. So when I get to this, about after 8, man, I said, kill me daddy. So when I rush out, I come see one man lay down so I see 2 around the corner. I identify my daddy, I identify the next man then called Crims, and I identify the next man then called Cock. Further on, I there, I go up and I tell the police them come and then do what they have to do, and me and them there. I don't know how in that go. If I tell you how in that go, I go tell a lie. Because I never on the scene. I am going to have to talk after what I hear. For me, I say the man them just walk up and rob him. In about 24,000 in his pocket. They take you away. They take away whole like the day sale. They take Magnum in buy a 5-pack of cigarette. They take you away. I don't know nothing else further.
The head of operations for the St. Elizabeth Police, Deputy Superintendent Paul Bernard, says the police are on the hunt for 2 suspects now linked to 7 of the 9 murders in St. Elizabeth since the start of the year.
One, Anwar Anthony Hines, otherwise called Kirky, or Kirk Hines. The other is Denham Campbell, otherwise called Popsy. Both of them are from the Claremont district here. We believe they are responsible for this gruesome act and also for the 3 previous murders in the latter part.
Cable operators have welcomed the decision of the Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica to extend by 3 months the deadline to remove illegal channels from their listings. Cable operators had been given until May 31 to remove 19 channels in the first instance. But the Commission says following consultations with stakeholders and the Office of the Prime Minister, a decision was taken to extend the deadline. The Gleaner has made another leap in interactive media in Jamaica with the launch of the user-generated internet portal My Report. The site, available at jamaicagleaner.com/myreport, allows users to upload text, photo, and video content simply after logging on and signing up. Once the content is approved by our social media moderators, it goes live on the World Wide Web. You can sign up now and start sending your views, your pictures, and your stories. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments and online feedback at gleanerjm.com. You may tune into Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Caroline Brown, and as we go, more from Austin Jack Warner as he addressed the media following his indictment in the FIFA probe.
Guys, I'm a citizen of this country. Your first obligation is to protect me and to make sure that everything that you do is done in a way designed to give me the best protection. You do things to protect America for something that they have it in Zurich. How that could be right? I keep making the point. Nicholas is not AG of the UNC, you know. He's just Trinidad and Tobago. That's the mistake he's making. The same thing Annan did before. He's trying to be AG. And that is why I'm making a point that I want to say again that when they sent me to prison yesterday, out of evil comment good. They thought they would have broken me. On the other hand, they have made me stronger.